So I'm going to take you on a ride along today with me on my medic unit. I am working at Westwood Fire Company, and I am at a substation. This is one of the substations that you guys been asking to take a look at. This is Salisburyville in PA, and I am running a chase car today rather than a MICU. So come along, take a ride with me. This is the inside of my truck. Got our typical radio systems. We actually have a Chester County radio system and a Lancaster County radio system because we service two different areas. Our MDC that gives us our dispatches and our information as we're responding to calls. Lights and sirens, switches. Makes it nice and simple. And for this one, we actually store all of our equipment in the back seat. So our ALS bag, our monitor, I got a ventilator, BLS bag with oxygen, PEDS bag, suction unit, warmer, backup gear, OB kits. Everything is located in the back seat. This is a F-150. This was a used vehicle from the police department when we first started, and we ended up painting it white. It was black, but in order to get this unit up and running, the local police department donated the F-150 to us, which is why it's not 100% outfitted with everything that we would not, but it works well. It's fast, it brakes well, it's four-wheel drive, everything that you need to be a chase car. Now I'll take you into the office from the engine bay. Go through a couple doors. This is the main hallway. This is actually a fire company. Down there is the weight room. Here is their meeting room. And then we have a little office back here that they created for us. Originally, this whole thing was a meeting room that they converted for us specifically. So we got a little TV, desk to work with. We've got our own little bathroom in here, you know, nice and simple. Got all of our supplies that we need to restock. A little bedroom, and then there's another little bedroom here. So we could have two providers work here if we needed, but we do not currently keep two providers here. Got a little mini fridge. The only disadvantage to this office is there's no place really to cook. We do have access to the kitchen. Let me show you that. This is a fire hall, but no one's ever been taught how to use all the equipment, like how to turn on the stoves. Like, this is a massive kitchen that could do some really large events. And they got the big pans, everything like that, the sinks. But I don't know how to turn on the stove. The fridge is good, and freezer. It's got a fridge and a freezer. A good prep table, and everything that you need. They even have some grills, but again, that's the firehouse's equipment, not our equipment. We are guests here in this house, so we want to turn off the light on you. So we want to, you know, be good tenants. So our office is exactly this, right here, our office. One of the other things that we need to do is go get breakfast. It is about 5:30 in the morning, no, 6:30 in the morning, and I need to go get food. So here we go. Here is breakfast for the day. Surprise, surprise. I was actually able to finish my breakfast without getting a call. So Good start to the day. Let's see, what time is it? It is 7 o'clock. So I've been on shift for about an hour. So able to finish a trip sheet, listen to a little bit of Mike Rowe, go get some breakfast. It's a good start to the day.
Just an ambulance 371.
Ambulance 371, go ahead.
I'm calling your first due over Newland. Bring in ambulance 81. I send them eastbound, they'll send you there.
Copy.
Alright, I'll change you.
I got dispatched to go to an address for an 89-year-old female, history of CHF with shortness of breath.
Ambulance 371.
Ambulance 371, go ahead.
Battalion 47 is on the scene. Nothing showing.
So just like that, we did a quick evaluation of the patient. She was very stable, didn't have any complaints other than just not feeling well at this moment in time. So when the BLS truck came, I was able to give them a report with a set of vital signs and lung sounds and so forth, and they agreed that ALS services were not required at this moment in time, nor anticipated being required during transport, and they took the patient, transported her, I should say, BLS to the local hospital. All in all, she's doing well, but she's going to get an evaluation to make sure things are okay.
Okay, copy.
Since I am out and about in territory that normally is not mine, it's namely our main station, I'm going to head to our main station to get some supplies. I need to restock some of the stuff at our little substation where I'm staying today. So let's head over there, and I'll show you a little bit around the main station. Gorgeous day out today. Able to crack the windows, let some fresh air in. Beautiful sunshine. These are the kind of days I actually love working. I would do this all day long, which I am. I'm on for 24.
Ambulance 613 East Street Road. Down basic.
It's very important to listen to the radio to hear what's going on around you also. We've had multiple calls go in the territory here. I'm going to check the MDC, see where everybody's at during their call, see if I need to be relocated anywhere. Usually Chester County will let me know when I need to relocate, but as a float vehicle, it's easy to just kind of pay attention and see where we need to be. Main station is actually not too far from my little substation. Out of the main station, we run a chase car. The fire department's there. We also run a MICU service out of the main station. Pulling in now. There it is, station 44. That's our building. Gonna pull up around the side, go get some supplies. So we got a couple of units out front. Those are spares for Chief's vehicles. Out back, we have some stuff here. Another outbuilding. It's got an old fire engine back in that building. And then we have some ambulance, brush trucks, and so forth. Little pavilion out back. We do rent that out during the summertime for different parties, and we got some land out back too that, you know, is good to see. All right, I ended up getting some fluids to restock my station, some syringes. Let's see where everybody's at. Main station's on a fall. 41 is an assault. 46, 37 is on an injured person.
Salem Way, Long Hill Springs.
Our units. 244 is available. 144 is out on an injured person. 44 is out on a BLS fall. I heard that 44 needed some lift assist. So let's go see where they're at. Rescue 44 went over to help them also with the lift assist. So they should be good. Clear that up. Clear my MDC for many calls. And head back to my station. En route. Okay, I was just dispatched for my second call of the day. This is an 88-year-old female, shortness of breath, generalized weakness with a cough. According to dispatch, she has a history of CHF, AFib, pacemaker, COPD, and diabetes. We're going with ambulance 8 into Parksburg.
Hey, 341 to your response.
This is a tough turn here. I
Hey,
can't.
Paramedic, can you go along the fence line edge? You go along the fence line edge, just make sure that's good, and we'll probably shut down. Okay.
Clean the windshield a little bit. Now this is an apartment complex, usually for older people. I don't think it's an extended care facility, but we go there quite a bit for elderly patients. It's right across the street from ambulance 8.
Do you need a refill, or are they done?
So they're definitely going to arrive on scene much quicker than I am if they're in their station, of course. Many times they're out and about because they're pretty busy too. Alright, so this is a little dangerous here, but I gotta get past the traffic. I don't like going over the hill, but looks like they're pretty clear. Road construction, filling potholes, it looks like. Okay, now clear, back on the left side. Right up here to the left, the big building. I'm sure 8's on location. Let's pull around, see where they're at. Yep, ambulance is already there. Out for pedestrians. Let's park it right here. Shut her down. Arrive on location on the MDC. We don't need to use a radio. Arrived. And I'll grab my gear. So I was recalled by the BLS on location. Apparently the patient was stable. She was using the restroom when I arrived.
You're an FD1.
And visiting home nurse was on location, gave a report. BLS has been here yesterday or the day before, I think, for a nosebleed. Realized that ALS services were not required at this moment in time, and they recalled me. That happens quite a bit in a chase car because we have a tiered system in Chester County. We have ALS, intermediate, and advanced life support. So the BLS arrived on scene, did their assessment, got a verbal report from the staff, realized that the patient was stable enough to transport BLS, and recalled me for any advanced life support. They did not anticipate having any problems during transport. So I became available. Now I'm heading back to my station and waiting for the next call. I have a rear tail light out, so I'm heading over to the shop to get it replaced. And then I'll probably swing back by the main station and wash the truck a little bit.
100 Wesley Road. I'll look straight back and then we'll see us.
Minute.
Italian 64 General.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right, so much for trying to get the truck washed at this moment in time. I just got a call at the local Walmart for a seizure patient.
3441 is responding. Make you 44.
50-year-old male, one seizure, not active, not responding normally is the dispatch. And it has a history of seizures. So we'll see who's covering this one. So MICU 44 out of the main station I just came from is also responding since ambulance 8 is out. So we're both coming from the same territory. I'm going to be the first one on location because I'm ahead of them probably by about 2 minutes. Let's see where they are located. In the store. Grocery entrance. Okay.
Make you 44 at data response. Chester Squad 21.
This is what happens. No one pulls over, pays attention.
Still on scene with the third truck.
You see the light change here for me in just a second.
Yeah, I mean, 8,15 is the reason available for you.
Right.
I did 15, yeah.
Yeah, people don't even pull over. That's awesome. I can see him in his mirror and he does nothing. Now I can't see around this truck. Then I got a turn lane coming up here. Thank you. Section vehicle, check their intersection. Looking good. Making a left up here. Got the green lights. Oncoming traffic. Grocery entrance, there it is. It's clearly marked. So let's go up over there.
And you may use 61 from County. Tommy truck 54. Sorry, 64. Chester from Stonegate Command Test. I'm clear to upgraded to class 2.
So at this moment in time, I transferred care to the next incoming unit who has transport capability. That's Mickey 44. They took over patient care. It's equal level of service. I gave them a report. Basically, it was a 50-year-old male, known seizure history, that had 2 seizures witnessed by staff while at work. By the time I got there, he was out of the post-ictal status. He was a little shaky as far as nerves, and he was upset that it happened, but all vital signs were fine. He was in the process of signing a patient refusal of transport. We explained the risks of refusal, up to including death to any patient, because obviously we are not doctors. We can't say for 100% accuracy what is going on, why he had the seizure, or anything like that. We always suggest going to the hospital to get lab work and keep an eye on him. But he understood those risks and decided not to be transported. So all in all, good. I think he's going to go back to work or possibly take the rest of the day off. But he's got to follow up with his neurologist and figure out why he has seizures, even though he's on Keppra. He probably needs to get the levels checked just to make sure things are good. So I'm heading back to the station. Hopefully, going to try to wash the truck. And just like that, before I even get back to station, I'm getting dispatched for another call.
Paramedic 56-6 is en route. I'm saying like this.
Looks like I'm going to Old Philadelphia Pike for a CVA. 5601 Old Philadelphia Pike, which is 34E. Figure out a way to snake my way around. Whitehorse, Cambridge, Salisbury Township, Lancaster County. County Chester Medic 3441's responding.
Medic 344 Okay, Medic 448, you're out to that one. Okay. 334. County, we're responding.
$344 Chester. Can you repeat?
Chester Medic 344. Yeah.
Mike stood by, give care.
Copy that, thank you. 344 to Chester, or to County. Well. So, just like that, I got canceled. I was covering another unit from Lancaster County. They were able to clear up and take the call, but obviously you can hear I got 2 different radio systems I got to work with. I got all the different noise. I'm trying to go through traffic, so people try to get a hold of you while you're doing stuff. And, you know, you got to be able to multitask while you're traveling and be safe at the same time. So I had Chester County trying to get a hold of me. I had Lancaster County trying to get a hold of me. Once they recalled me. Plus, I'm trying to get through traffic without getting hit. This is a typical day of driving a chase car vehicle because I'm covering multiple units. I believe this unit covers Lancaster 46, Lancaster 49, ambulance 8, ambulance 37 at times, goes into 41. We'll cover, second due into 244's territory. So there's a lot of different area that I cover, and even second due down into southern Chester County, covering for Medic 94 at times. So I tend to travel quite a bit. It is not unusual for me to go through, half a tank of gas or more during my shifts. So it is what it is. You know, I'm glad they were able to cover their call, but I was en route. My time to get here was extended compared to them. Obviously, they're closer. It's their territory, but I was en route, and we were going to try to make it. So I'm going around the corner and trying to head back to station one more time to try to wash the truck. County Chester Medic 3441 is responding.
Chester Medic 344
Okay, heading to another call. This is a local nursing home. The BLS crew is on scene for originally a sick person. They upgraded it to a hemorrhaging.
Chester Medic 3441 from County.
3441, go ahead, Connie.
You're still on line, County. That'll have you on any call over here.
Okay, I was heading to. It was just 8.
Okay, we weren't made aware of that, but I will take the next one.
This is not the place to be passing cars. Traffic is heavy. Alright, so I had to stop for just a second. I had to get through traffic. Oop. And this is what we always get afraid of. People not stopping, pulling over cars. Notice this semi-truck doesn't even pay attention. I see him in his mirror and he's just like, whoop, doop, doop, doop. Come on, people. Lights and sirens. So as I was saying earlier, I got kind of talked over by the radio. Lancaster County Dispatch versus Chester County Dispatch don't always get on the same page. So I'm working with 2 different 911 centers. It can be difficult. I have 2 different radios, 2 different volumes. Listening to multiple calls at the same time, it can be difficult. So I'm heading to a local nursing home. Ambulance 46 or 8, I think, called me because they're on location with a sick person that they upgraded it to hemorrhaging. So he must be vomiting blood or something like that. So not sure. I don't get a whole lot of detail when I get dispatched to cover these, other than me requesting and the address. So I know where I'm going. This is a local nursing home that we go to quite a bit. So it's not unusual to head this direction. I'm trying to get information on the NBC. 8 is on it. And the 8's usually pretty good for not calling me for things they don't necessarily need me for. So this is definitely going to be a little bit more serious. I trust the guys that are on the truck, guys and girls, that are on the truck to make the right decisions for their patients. So get there as soon as I can, but I gotta get there safely. Nobody's here. Turn that off. Save my hearing just a little bit. There's an intersection coming up here that I'll turn it back on to give us some forewarning. No one's in front of me. I do have my lights on. I am going at a good clip. I'm not speeding too bad. Probably about 5, maybe 10 miles over the speed limit. Traffic. An intersection. Go ahead, Nick. Trying to cross over 41 now for traffic. Copy that, CC. Gotta love that. No one stops to let people through. God forbid it's their family member that's having an emergency. I clearly had my lights and sirens going. Now, obviously, the tractor trailer, I understood, they have a little bit more braking distance. I'm okay with that, but the two other cars that just crossed in front of us, absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason they did not see me pulling out into the intersection and making it through that intersection. They should have yielded the right of way, but I wait, I make sure it's safe, wait for the right of way, and then make my way across. All right, we are pulling in now. 8 is loaded up. Sounds like we're going to Lancaster General Hospital. I just gotta park my truck and go see what they need. If this is serious, I'm probably gonna have them ride with me too, so I'll park this up out of the way here. All right, I'm gonna turn you off for now until I get back from the call. So I just got back from the call to assist at the local nursing home. It was a very interesting call. Had a gentleman, an older gentleman that's bedridden, had a sore on his back that was basically bleeding, actively bleeding, and the nursing home staff had no idea. The original call for the sick person was for a leaky urinary catheter. This gentleman was bedridden, and when BLS went there to go move him, they noticed the blood that was on his back, and they called me in. Fortunately, they were able to dress the wound themselves, have that all packed in. They called me for precautionary reasons in case he continued to bleed, because they said it was bleeding pretty constantly. They did a good job of packing it and getting the bleeding to stop. That whole thing, from me getting dispatched to now me returning, is about a 2.5 hour round trip, because it's a half hour lights and sirens to the local hospital, which is Lancaster General. And then I got to get back. When you do a chase car like I am today, you basically leave your vehicle on location, get in the ambulance, take the ambulance to the hospital, and then go from the hospital back to your unit, and then you got to travel back to your station. So plus now I got to write the reports, which is another half hour to write the reports. But yeah, that's a pretty typical day in regards to chase car medic. One of the things I love about running a chase car, and especially here in Chester County, look at the view that we have. You go from farmland with Amish population and into South Coatesville, and you get city. So you got the expressways, you got all kinds of different calls that you have available. We have a steel mill, so you have the industrial calls, and that's really why I like working out here, is because of the variety of different calls. We have local nursing homes, 55 and older communities. We have some sleeping communities, meaning housing developments, but we get a pretty good range of calls. But when it's a nice day like it was today, and you're out here just kind of traveling through the farmland and looking around, absolutely beautiful. It is now 9 o'clock at night, and I just got my food to eat for the night, and hopefully I can get this down before I get any more calls, but it's been pretty busy today. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you haven't done it yet, do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, smash those like buttons. We really appreciate it. It makes a big difference. So we were dispatched for a female that was supposedly unresponsive outside in the parking lot. State troopers arrived on location, found her sitting on the ground next to a car that was locked with a dog inside. She woke up for the officers and stated it was her car. She's lost her keys. She can't get back in. They wanted us to check her out just to make sure she was medically okay. However, when we went to do an assessment, she did not want us to do an assessment. She was alert and oriented, answered all the questions, knew where she was at, and with her not giving permission for us to assess, we left it in police matter at this moment in time. If it changes or she goes unresponsive again or anything like that, police would call us back. So that's it. I am done with my 24-hour shift. It is now 4 a.m. in the morning. I have a SWAT call out coming up at 5, so I got relief coming in. I had that one recall on the overnight, went to bed, ate dinner at 9, went to bed at 11, woke up at, I think it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish for that call, and then slept till 4. It's about 4:15 now, getting ready to go to SWAT, do a SWAT call out, and once that's done, my day is done. Thank you all for joining me today in doing a ride along for a 24-hour shift on a chase car. Once again, this is Mike from Heroes Next Door. Don't forget to subscribe, hit notification, smash the like buttons, make a comment or two below, and we'll see you again next week.